What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are talking all things personal training. So we will take a look at in-person personal training versus online personal training and why, in my opinion, online training is the way to go. So in this video, we will cover why traditional personal training oftentimes falls short in terms of delivering weight loss results and why online training is going to offer you the accountability, the flexibility, and ongoing support that you need in order to reach those weight loss goals. Towards the end, we'll also take a look at some real client results so you can see exactly why, in my opinion, this approach in terms of online training is the future of fitness. So let's start by taking a look at the reality of traditional personal training. And we can start by seeing the pros of in-person training. One of them is going to be expert guidance on form and technique. So obviously, if you have someone there, they are able to monitor your form. That can help you reduce your risk of injury, but also they're going to make sure that you're doing everything safely and also effectively so that you are getting the most out of all of the exercise and movements that you are doing. The second benefit is going to be in-session motivation. So having someone there who can push you physically, they can spot you, they can motivate you and say, come on, you got one more in you. Obviously, that's something that an online personal trainer cannot do. So those trainers in person oftentimes will bring that energy and encouragement to make you push past your own limits and limiting beliefs. Now, if I'm being honest, these are really the only two things that online personal training cannot deliver for you. And I want to take a further look at why traditional personal training doesn't always deliver on weight loss results. The first reason is that it's time limited. If you are working with an in-person trainer, chances are you are only going to see that trainer for 1 to 3 hours out of the week, and the remaining 165 hours are unstructured with no guidance on nutrition, habits, sleep, stress management, recovery, all of those things. There is nothing stopping you from going to a session, and as soon as you're done with that session, going and getting McDonald's fast food on the way home. The next thing is that in-person training lacks that 24/7 accountability that's necessary, so that way you can actually reach the result. Most trainers that I know, especially if they are a good trainer, are going to have packed calendars. They will be busy from very early in the morning until very late at night, which is going to make it difficult for them to quickly reply to your questions or provide support outside of your scheduled sessions. Without that timely guidance, you are going to be navigating challenges on your own, or even worse, you're going to have to wait all the way until your next session to be able to ask that question. The next one is that it's inaccessible for busy schedules and those who have to travel a lot for work, because in-person sessions are tied to that trainer's availability, so you're working around their calendar, and it's also limited to that gym location. This typically means that rescheduling is often a nightmare. Again, if they're that busy, you're going to have to wait until late in the evening to find a time to reschedule with them, and this ultimately means that consistency is going to be very hard, especially if you're trying to balance all the things like work, family, faith, church, Bible studies, running errands, etc. And also, if you travel a lot for work, you will not have access to this trainer while you are traveling, which can lead to missed sessions and disrupted progress, and we don't want that. The next one is that it's focused on the gym only. Most trainers are going to emphasize just the workouts, but they neglect the essential areas like nutrition, sleep, stress management, some of the things that I mentioned earlier. You might be able to chat about those things with your trainer during those sessions, but you're not actually doing anything to track those over time and monitor improvement. In my opinion, workouts are probably 10% of the weight loss picture, and that means that true weight loss is going to require a holistic approach where you are looking at those other variables as well. Another one is that it's expensive, especially without seeing those long-term results. Let me get this clear. Investing in yourself, especially your health and fitness, is 100% worth it. But I have seen a lot of people who work with an in-person personal trainer, 1 year rolls by and they don't look any different than when they started with that trainer. To me, that is a waste of money. If you're going to invest in your health and fitness, you better be seeing results for it. And then last, but certainly not least, even if you do see results with an in-person trainer, it doesn't set you up for long-term success, because there are a lot of clients who leave working with that trainer without the tools that they need to sustain progress on their own. The reason for that is that the trainer is usually doing everything for them. They are picking up the weights and bringing the weights to that person, so the client doesn't know anything about weight selection. The trainer is often recording everything in a notebook for them, the sets, the reps, the weights that they're using, meaning that the client has no idea on how this trainer is actually adjusting those variables over time to make sure that they are progressing and getting stronger. And the second reason for that is that there's also little emphasis on educating the client about what it's going to take to get those results. Like I said earlier, you might be able to chat with your trainer about things like nutrition, maintaining habits, etc., but this leaves you unprepared to continue on your own because they really don't dive into the details and show you what it's going to take to maintain those results. Having gone through all of those now, if we are being honest, that's a lot of cons. I also have some food for thought for you guys. The first one being self-sufficiency. Most trainers, let's say you're seeing someone 1 to 2 times per week, they will give you an additional session to do on your own. Maybe you have 1 more workout to do on your own, maybe 2 more workouts to do on your own. But what I would challenge you and say is this: if you can handle 1 to 2 extra sessions on your own per week, why can you not follow a workout program for all sessions on your own? Another thing I'd like you to consider is building discipline instead of external motivation. Yes, it's nice to have someone there motivating you during your session, making sure that you're pushing harder than you did last week, but at some point, that external motivation is going to become unsustainable, because if you want to sustain these results for the rest of your life, you need to learn the discipline and internal drive that it's going to take to not only get these results, but maintain them for the rest of your life. And you can't do that if you're always relying on someone else. Or the other alternative is that you are a lifelong client of that trainer, and I don't think that you want that. And then the last thing that I'd like you to consider is that the real world does not happen just in the gym. Life happens outside of the gym as well. You have things like work, travel, family commitments, church commitments, etc. And I would challenge you to think about how much progress are you really making if your weight loss results are dependent on a gym schedule that doesn't always fit into your lifestyle. And with that, I'd like to introduce you to the online coaching revolution. So let's take a look at the pros of online training. The first one is that you are going to get tailored programs specifically for you to help you reach your goals. So instead of paying for individual sessions, you are going to be investing in a program specifically designed to help you reach your goals. You are not getting cookie cutter workout programs or cookie cutter nutrition programs. And unlike in-person training, online training actually allows for instant feedback and continuous progress tracking throughout the duration of the program. If you are working with an online trainer, you can get real-time feedback on things like completed workouts, your nutrition log, and overall weight loss progress that you couldn't do with an in-person trainer, because remember, their schedules are so jam-packed, they don't have time to answer you. Most online coaching programs that I'm aware of use a fitness app and a nutrition app, or some combination of both of those features in one app, so that way the coach can monitor your progress and make any necessary adjustments on the fly, so that way you are always progressing towards the goal. And if something like a plateau were to arise, you have all of the data because you're tracking it, and you know exactly what you need to change to bust through that plateau and keep progressing on your weight loss journey. On a related note, you also have increased accountability because you have 24/7 access to that trainer. Your coach is always in your pocket. They're available for check-ins. They are there to support you. If you have a question, you can text your coach, you can post in a group chat if they have one, and get the help that you're looking for. This 24/7 accountability is going to keep you on track even outside of your scheduled workout sessions. So that scenario that I talked about earlier, where you're leaving the gym and stopping at McDonald's on the way home, your in-person trainer would have no idea, but your online trainer would know all about that because they can see you logging that inside of your nutrition app. Online personal training also allows for flexible time and location scheduling. So you are no longer limited to one gym location and one trainer's busy schedule that you have to work around. Instead, everything is flipped on its head. You are now scheduling workouts on your own schedule. The coach will design a workout program for you, but if you need to shift workouts around, you can do that. If you're traveling and you won't have access to a gym, that coach should be able to edit workouts for you that day, whether it's going from gym to body weight or maybe gym to resistance band only. That coach is there to support you along the way and allow you to fit this into your lifestyle, so that way you don't have to miss sessions or disrupt overall progress. Another pro is that you will get expert guidance on form and technique. It just looks a little different. So most coaches will have a custom workout app that provides instructional videos showing you exactly how to do a movement so that you can do it safely and also effectively. And yes, you can still get form feedback even with online training. It just looks a little different. In most cases, you'll just prop up your phone against a water bottle, take a video of you doing that exercise, send it to your coach, and they can send you feedback. So it is in real time. They're just not there to actually monitor you in person. And unlike in-person training, online training is going to deliver ongoing education and help you focus on those long-term habit changes that's going to ensure that you reach your goal weight, but also maintain that for the rest of your life. Typically, you would get access to an online course that's going to complement all of the coaching that you're getting, which is going to provide in-depth guidance on things like nutrition, mindset, and the habits that you need to be focusing on, so that way you can maintain that weight loss progress. So instead of relying on an in-person trainer to make all of these decisions and adjustments for you, online training is actually going to give you that education and empower you to be able to make informed decisions for yourself, for your health and fitness journey. On top of that, you can also join a supportive community of like-minded individuals who are working on similar goals just like you. So not only will you get the support, motivation, and accountability from your coach, but you will also get that from people who are just like you, working on goals just like you. And then the last one that makes online personal training a no-brainer is going to be, it's the cost-effective solution. Best case, if you are seeing a trainer 2 times per week for, let's say, $50 an hour, which is on the lower end for a trainer, that would cost you $400 per month. And then worst case scenario for your wallet would be, let's say you see the trainer 4 times per week for $75 an hour. Some trainers that are really good can charge up to 100 to 120, so it could be even more. But if you're doing 4 times per week at $75 an hour, that can cost you up to $1,200 per month. If you're going to invest somewhere in between that range, why would you not choose something like online training that's going to deliver way more value? Plus, with online coaching, you can oftentimes finance that program through companies like Affirm or Klarna. So how that would look for a program like mine would be, I run a 6-month program, and what you can do is you can partner with Affirm or Klarna, and they would give you extended payment plan options. So this means that finances are never a barrier to success, because you can choose a payment plan that would be 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, and we even have as long as 36 months that you can pay over time. You cannot do that with in-person training because you have to pay for a specific number of sessions. So in summary, online coaching is going to offer you that personalized support that you're looking for, the flexibility in your schedule, and the ongoing education to make sure that you actually reach your goal weights and you are successful in keeping that weight off. I also wanted to go through how our coaching program works. So if you are interested in learning all the details about how the Physique Lab works and how we are able to get our clients such amazing results, I won't go through all the details in this video, but you can watch this video right here to learn more. This is an unlisted video on YouTube, meaning you will not be able to find this on my YouTube page. The only way that you will get access to this video is through the link down below in the video description. So again, if you're interested in learning more about how the Physique Lab works, that is going to be the place to do it. But with that, let's get into some of the cons of online personal training. In my opinion, there are only 2. One of them is going to be the initial learning curve. I'll be honest, there is a lot of information up front, and that can feel very overwhelming. It can feel like you are drinking from a fire hose, but with the support of your coach and the community, over time, it is going to become more and more manageable. Getting used to tracking everything in an app for workouts and nutrition might seem stressful, and it will take a little bit time to learn, but I promise you that is ultimately what is going to deliver the results that you want to see. And then the second downside is that there is no in-session motivation and form correction. So obviously, without the trainer present, you're going to miss out on that real-time motivation, someone pushing you to go one more, and that hands-on adjustment to your form. But these are the only 2 downsides to online coaching, and they're easily overcome with the right mindset. So if you are a busy Christian man on a weight loss journey, this is what I would do if I were you. I would get the best of both worlds from online training and in-person training as well. Most commercial gyms will offer free trials for personal training. So I am not saying that you need to be deceptive or lie about things, but what I would do if I were you is I would join an online coaching program. Once you have the workout program from your online coach, I would take that to a commercial gym and ask the people there to walk you through those workouts during a free trial session, because once you learn proper form and how to do those once, you should be able to do that on your own moving forward. Again, I am not suggesting that you lie to these people and make it seem like you're going to sign up, but I know there are trainers who, even if you came in and said, hey, I'm working with an online coach, but I would really like a free trial session to just walk through these workouts, chances are they'll give it to you. And if they don't, go ask another trainer. So with that out of the way, I want to show you this table that I put together that's going to compare in-person training versus online training and recap everything that we've talked about. As you can see, online training has way more benefits, and that is why I believe that is the way to go when you are working towards a specific weight loss goal. And before we part ways, I want to leave you with this. If you are still unsure, here are some actual client results of people who have come through our program. Let's take Brandon for an example, who joined our program and lost 50 pounds in a 6-month period and achieved his dream goal of enlisting in the Air Force. You can see his transformation photos here, and if you want to see his testimonial video, I have that over on my YouTube channel as well. Or let's take Saul, who joined our program and lost 39 pounds in a 6-month period and reversed his pre-diabetes. When he was joining our program, he was facing a cancer scare that motivated him to get his health in check. In addition to his doctor telling him that he has pre-diabetes, he joined our program, lost the weight, and now life is good. He turned into an absolute muscle machine. As you can see in this transformation photo here, he put on some serious muscle, especially in his shoulders and his arms. Or you can take Kyle, for example, who came to me and said that his 40th birthday was coming up and he did not want to enter that decade in the current condition that he was in. So what did he do? He joined our program, he lost 37 pounds, and before that, his doctor was telling him for years that he should be on cholesterol medication. He said no, he lost this weight the right way through our program, and now his doctor told him that he has perfect cholesterol levels, and not just that, he now has so much energy that he is running laps around his kids. He said in this testimonial video right here that he is the one that comes home from work and he suggests that the kids get off the couch, that they go jump on the trampoline, that they go for a walk or run, whatever it might be. That is the kind of dad that he is showing up as. Or you can take any of these other guys who came through our program, like Tyler, who lost 29 pounds, Aaron, down 27 pounds, Scott, down 27 pounds as well, and built some beach-ready abs. He broke out of a yo-yo dieting cycle that lasted nearly a decade after joining our program. Or Mark, who lost 33 pounds, Brandon, who lost 30 pounds, Nick, who lost 28 pounds. And the cool thing is that all of these guys have testimonial videos over on my YouTube channel. These are real life success stories, and if you watch their testimonials, hopefully that will encourage you and motivate you and help you believe that this is possible for you as well. I don't have much else prepared for you guys today, but before we part ways, I do want to say this. If you are impressed with these transformations that I've shown you, and if you are a busy Christian man who is desiring to lose 30 to 50 pounds or more, I would love to make you the next success story. So next steps for that would be clicking the link down below. It's a link to my calendar so you can chat directly with me or someone from my team, and we can start making a game plan and roadmap on how we'd help you achieve these weight loss goals. And if we both think it's a good fit, only then would we talk about the boring details like time, energy, and financial investment. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and turn those notification bells on so you don't miss when I post new videos. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.